Who recalls the events of last session?
I've got a fucking red bar there. I can't get rid of it.
For some reason, I really don't.
Let me consult the notes.
Was this before Ed's wedding, the last session?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I tortured a guy.
We took the unconscious Zor to an abandoned house and interrogated him. He told us that the little bag that he stuffed the gem into sent it directly to Callum Entum. And Callum Entum set him up so that he would take care of the vampires for him. That's why he did it. We interrogated Malxes, who said that the stone was sent to the vault in Voldorma, and that the War Master of the Imperium is a follower of Callum Entum. So we headed to Kalsharok and met up with Colonel Kabok, who was happily already planning a nice little coup against the War Master, and so he asked us to Ocean 11 his ass.
You are pretty much on the money. That is exactly what happened last session, and it finished with you arriving at Voldorma.
That'll be handy then.
The extent people will go to write cunt is amazing.
That's not handy. That's someone else who's drawing it, and like every time I spot one small, I make it big. I make it big as a point of appreciation, and then I delete it.
I see.
There was a flag.
My plan is my next character will spawn a swarm of animals that I'll constantly summon in the word cunt.
Yeah, just make
And you haven't found the laws, Sam.
See, what you've missed, Tom, is that I have the capacity to not only clear the entire screen, but also just change it to something completely different where what you've drawn isn't there. So,
Well, I could put cunt in quickly before you do that.
Oh, where is it? Where could it be?
No! You're never find this one.
We're never going to make it big time if we keep writing cunt everywhere. We're never going to be big time YouTube stars.
that was never going to happen anyway.
Our podcast is D and fucking D.
Also,
No,
for the record,
this portrait was drawn by someone called Cunt.
for the record, I am laying on my bed, not on my iPad, so I will fall asleep at some point.
Yeah, you will. Yeah.
Right, like that. You have arrived in Voldorma.
Yeah, boy.
It is a gigantic fortified city. It's more of an assortment of like fortresses and fortified buildings with streets.
Huh. Nice.
But all in all, no, you've been to worse places.
Yeah.
Did we arrive with some people from Colonel Kabok's, like cadre?
Yeah, it's not that. I'm going to travel between the practice line and Voldorma is fairly common, so no one's really questioning the fact that some warlike-looking people have arrived on an airship.
All right.
It's assumed the default assumption is that you're probably travelling to one another fort or other.
But we're like on our own. He's not got like a rep who's showing us.
He did suggest there would be someone there to meet you, but he didn't name them.
Yeah, sweet. Lovely.
So you get off the airship and you sort of enter the city, and shortly after you pass through the gate, you are greeted by a familiar face.
Oh, Uncle! Fancy being you here.
I can't see any of those things popping up.
It's Uncle Darian.
My rabbit uncle.
As opposed, do you have a human uncle?
I have a
half-orc
deep
uncle?
and rich backstory.
Oh, good lord.
Deep being the operative word.
Well, Uncle Darian. Nice to meet you.
You're not
You know
here for the festivities?
It's good to see you again. I've taken the liberty of arranging rooms. And he leads you to as is his wont, being a bard, he leads you to a lively inn.
I didn't realise he was a bard.
This fucking guy again.
This fucking. This turns out this guy's been the big bad the whole time.
I might have to,
It's fucking Calamentum.
I might have to print screen this and like save it forever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make this my my PC background.
So he takes you to the inn, and he's got your rooms. He's all set up, and he explains. So he says, "Boys, you're in a private dining area, so there's no one else around. You're in here now. We're alone.
Got this rash.
I've heard tell that you're here to visit the War Master."
By the way, hi, I'm Barris. I'm not their friend Thalak, but he lives in my head. Don't worry about it. I don't know it either. Nice to meet you.
Oh, it's a changeable group. I assumed you were resident.
Yes, changeable.
Yeah, it always seems to be me who's changeable.
So I hear you're here to visit the War Master
Yes.
and pay close attention to his personal belongings. Well, I would suggest, as he is a notoriously ferocious warrior, that he be approached at night while sleeping.
Hmm.
The War Master resides in the Silver Flames barrack fort. You can't miss it. It's the tallest structure in the city.
Is it well guarded?
Well, interesting point. That the fort itself has a reasonably heavy guard presence outside, but internally they have such belief in their own zeal and ability to deal with intruders that they have relatively minimal security once inside. Specifically, you're going to be wanting to head to the War Master's rooms, which are easily located as they are at the highest point of the tallest tower.
Ah, he's a princess, I see.
Coincidentally, it is rumored, I've been unable to verify this, but it is rumored that the vault, which is located deep beneath the city, can be accessed. Whilst the barrack fort itself is connected to it physically, supposedly there is some kind of magical secret passage between the War Master's rooms and the vault antechamber.
Well, that'd be good.
It provides swift access between the two. However, you should be aware that all residents of the barrack fort are soldiers of the Silver Flame. Yeah.
So they're all loyal. There's not.
You are unlikely to find friends amongst them.
Got it.
So I'm assuming we can't just enter. Like there needs to be a reason for us to enter.
The barrack fort is not open to visitors. I have a number of suggestions. If you're feeling particularly bold, you may just attempt to steal your way in unseen.
Mm.
However, and he looks at this point. He looks at Barish and Donnie. Sort of says, that could be difficult for some.
Mm.
Alternatively, I suggest disguise.
Ooh.
Nice.
With
There
disguise
are-
as what? As like Silver Flame.
Well, there are some servants who operate in the barrack, but they don't tend to be that mobile at night. You'd need a pretty good reason to be there if you were not a soldier.
Can I
I've been
disguise?
told I resemble a servant.
Can I disguise
Alternatively,
as Barry Chuckle?
what?
Can I disguise as Barry Chuckle?
No.
Johnny wants to be a hippogriff.
Alternatively, uniforms of Silver Flame soldiers would be optimal. However, they may prove difficult to source, as they don't tend to leave the barracks other than on soldiers. So you may need to waylay some of them.
Are soldiers of the Silver Flame generally human?
More
Some of
often
us might struggle there.
they're a xenophobic bunch.
Yeah, I was afraid of that.
Generally, yes, they are all human.
So we have.
What does xenophobic mean?
Scared of different.
Yeah,
Sense.
basically racist against foreigners.
Yeah.
Much, yeah.
I mean, there's mainly two of us, which I foresee having issues here. Oh wait, no, Salumia is a dwarf, isn't
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I'm the only actual human.
I'm just a very short human.
he? What was Donnie? I thought he was a human.
Donnie's a
Donnie might
fucking retard.
Johnny's a human. He doesn't look very human. He looks more like
Yeah, I assumed he was the result of like a bear and a pig having sex.
he's mostly human.
Mostly.
Johnny's human, Sarah's human. Maxwell probably looks like a slightly unhealthy human.
He's fucking tall though, isn't he? Isn't he like 7 or 8 feet tall?
Yeah, tall boy, 7'1". The one is the important bit.
Obviously.
They're
He's a well-fed human.
probably not the most outrageous thing in the world.
Yeah.
Barish is just
Give him to slouch.
Wait, what? Barish is just a normal person, isn't he?
Barish is a halfling.
Yeah, so he's humanoid.
Vaguely humanish, and as I said earlier, I've been regularly told I look like a servant.
Yes. Yeah, it's going to be Salumia and Meryl.
Yeah, I
stand out.
asked Uncle Darian, do they have any magical protections in the barracks? Are they likely to suspect if I was to use magic to disguise us?
It's hard to say.
Hmm.
Generally, there tend to be those kinds of checks on the entry to the city itself.
Oh, okay.
But beyond that, it's again, trespass is considered less of an issue because ultimately everybody is capable of defending themselves. So it's not, short of an attack, like it's not really a concern. And actually, they're not even that worried about attack because they're actually set back to the Braxis line, and the orcs haven't actually invaded in a long time, so they haven't really got a huge number of threats.
So they're complacent.
Partially.
In that case, Barris?
They do have a magic arm, but their presence in the fort is patchy.
Yeah, we're okay. Bells around for the next day.
You
Yeah.
and if you find the War Master, it is my source informs me he keeps his vault key upon his person.
Okay, we have got 2 rogues in our team, who I'm assuming are both at least semi-competent at sleight of hand.
No, not particularly.
Salumia, how you doing?
He's pretty sneaky. He's pretty good at sleight of hand. Yeah? Surely.
13.
Okay. That's a few.
that really makes up for my +4.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's the option of, like, pickpocketing it from him, or, if he keeps it on his person, maybe, while dressed as a servant, I spill gravy on him. And then he has to take, it's like, oh, I've got to get this off, and that's when somebody slips it from him.
Have you considered your objective of ending his life?
I was going to say, we do
I'll
have
be
to
honest with
kill
you,
him at
the
some
strategy ended with spilling gravy on a man. I just wanted to do that, and beyond that, I assumed I would let Thalok take over and do the murdering.
point.
What if it's acid gravy?
Now we're talking.
What if it's ass gravy?
Ask gravy. Yeah, I'm going to shit in
Really-
a bucket and
really
throw it
hot
at him.
gravy.
and that's
Yeah,
all.
you
That's
gotta,
all
you
that
gotta
matters.
reduce it.
Yeah,
with some bones,
rudimentary pump
Dom.
and fill it with that shit.
Dom, if it's gonna be gravy, you've got to reduce it with some bones and some stock first. You can't just shit in a bucket.
Oh no! I have a terrible diet. Trust me, I can shit in a bucket.
Bit of ass gravy.
He was homeless, remember, guys? For the better part of.
He is probably riddled with God knows what.
Oh yeah, I got
Parasites.
parasites.
Yep.
Oh, as big as me arm.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, we have fun.
Beautiful.
Yeah, fun.
I think,
Fun.
yeah, no, I should be able to get to cover me and Barris. We'll be all right there.
So, what are we going to try and get some uniforms and break our way in then, or
I think we can probably just find some uniforms. Yeah.
where could we get some uniforms?
Well, the Silver Flame Boys aren't known for their socializing with other fraternizing with other.
Don't like sheriff.
They have a select few establishments that they frequent when they fancy relaxation, but they are generally full of Silver Flame regimental guardsmen.
Is there a Silver Flame bathhouse?
Ooh,
There is not.
They don't like washing. Cool.
No, they just wash inside the barracks.
All right.
so there
that's
is just in the barracks. Damn.
Damn it.
Is there a laundrette?
I mean, but yeah,
Is there a counterfeiter in the city that we could try and find and see if we could just counterfeit them?
yeah. I mean, it's
Oh,
just
that's
like
good.
a patch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The majority of Voldorma operates under martial law. Crime isn't really much of an issue, so they don't like an established counterfeiter is highly unlikely to be present.
Oh, someone does not understand how martial law works. Because let's face it, in martial law, a lot of crime going on.
Yeah, you just got to be sneakier about it and bribe more people.
Exactly.
Allegedly.
Cool. I tell you what.
It's more that the punishments are particularly severe because everybody is essentially part of the army.
Why didn't someone get punished and then get inside and get some uniforms from there?
Because you would probably lose a hand.
So,
Got it.
Lydia, do you need both hands?
I mean, I do for the bow, but
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of those, like,
no, I can
all
get a hook.
transgressions have ridiculously severe punishments, so
I could get a hook.
because any case is taken to court is a military court martial, so that essentially there's no like jury. It's just whatever the regiment leader decides should happen,
Can deal with that.
and they like to make examples.
Could deal with that.
Disobedience is not tolerated.
Could deal with that.
I think what we might need to do is is there any events coming up like imminently where like a good amount of the people in the barracks might be gone? We might be able to like get into like a dormitory and like just steal a bunch of like spare uniforms from people's trunks.
We need to create a ruckus. And then do a spot of murdering.
So Darian chips in and just sort of outlines essentially there are options. You could either potentially try and steal uniforms once you're inside, if you can get in without them in the first place, or you could potentially try and take them from some soldiers whilst they're outside. But you then have to at that point you'd then be on a time limit if they escaped.
This is exactly what we're already speculating.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know. Let me finish. And yeah, your best bet if you're looking for a group of Silver Flame soldiers outside of the barracks is going to be probably one of their chosen pubs.
All right.
Always goes back to a tavern.
Can we go to a potion seller?
Johnny, run through the streets with the pants off.
Gentlemen, I think I may have to. This reminds me of a story about my great uncle Bugs Bunny. and an amazing caper that he would usually like to pull off. By
These
dressing
are
up like
bugs
a
of
sexy
House
lady.
Bunny.
He would frequently dress up like a sexy lady and bamboozle people.
He had very feminine hips.
Yeah, particularly shapely thighs as a rabbit.
Well, I was thinking
I
if
mean,
we
it's all
go
about
to
hopping.
potion seller and
Well,
see if we
yeah.
can get some kind of poison that will knock people unconscious or something like that. That we can sip it in their drinks.
What's the sewer system like in this city?
Smelly.
What do you mean?
Is it big?
Not overly. They consider it a security risk.
So you couldn't Johnny English your way in?
No.
Dun, dun, dun.
They set the limit for any of the pipes to be no larger than.
Could we Johnny English our way in from the air?
I mean, yeah, we could.
We
Wait,
came here on an airship. Clearly, airships are not an unusual sight here.
They don't generally let airships fly that close to the barrier.
Well, what if we fly it really far away and we just jump further?
Probably see us.
Yeah.
Is there some sort of parachute manufacturer in this town?
I mean, several
need
of
a
us can make
parachute
people
in-
fly.
Yeah, some of us can fly. We could
What about a cannon?
get some people to fly to the top and then dangle a rope down. Maybe
Maybe.
others climb up.
Someone could Rapunzel this motherfucker.
You are attempting to break into the tallest building in the entire city. If you're climbing that tower, you may be safe.
Yeah, I was looking at the
We
arch
do
there.
it at night.
Yeah, allow me to remind you, tallest tower in the city. You will.
What if we kickstart a 10-year plan where we become the leaders of this city?
Yeah, I've got a great fact. Yeah, we get employed, and like the best thing about this is we're robbing them blind because they'll just give us money like every week, you know.
And we'll do that for 30, 40
And over
years.
30, 40 years.
Genius.
There is a basic
Thank you.
assumption that at some point, and you don't know when, but assumedly, Calimentum is going to come for said stone.
Yeah, it's here, so he's just going to move quickly.
So-
I can't imagine him hanging around for very long. If this
We
is what he
need to
wants.
get promoted a little bit quicker, is what you're
Yeah.
saying.
So what we're saying is this campaign will be over before Sam's child is 12 years old.
Almost definitely.
I think we should try to get some
Yeah.
way to poison them and like knock them out whilst we're serving them drinks.
Can we? Yeah, if we go to a surgeon's and get some like ether or some
Ooh,
like
yeah.
really strong like funny
We
gas.
spike their food.
Yeah, just like some anesthetic.
Or just get them so fucking blind drunk that we could just take their clothes.
I mean, we could do that.
I'd like to.
Who's particularly charming here?
Not Salumia.
I am the opposite of charming.
Johnny's not.
Cyrus technically has high charisma, so
Is any...
Cyrus, we need you to charm the pants off of some people.
okay.
Did you just talk to yourself?
Me,
What?
No, Dom just said Barish.
I said Cyrus. Barris, you need to charm. I've got this, guys. Hello, ladies. Persuasion.
Says hello, ladies.
Okay. Darian does know a potion seller who may be able to provide you with some of the goods or some similar sort of goods to what you're describing.
Yeah.
Whilst you deliberate on your define a point of your strategy, I am
Quick question. Quick question before we go. The pub that they go to, is that frequented by other people as well, or is it only soldiers?
It's not. Well, it's largely only soldiers of the Silver Flame because they don't like other people, so other people don't like going there because they tend to be sort of vilified. So it's not it's not a rule or anything. Other people are allowed to go there, but people don't generally go there because they stand out like a sore thumb.
But we could go there, having faked being saved by the Silver Flame, and buy them loads of drinks, and they wouldn't kick us out if we're buying them drinks.
I'll allow you to discuss your strat while I get more bit.
It's a bit like going into.
Oh, thanks for allowing us.
It's a bit like going into Singport's Arms if you don't live on All Saint Street.
Honestly, yes, I've done that. It's fuck it. They all look at you and they're like, "What the fuck is this cunt doing here?"
Yeah.
I don't understand any of these words.
And then,
I like the Singports. They have cheap crisps, but
but once you buy a drink and you sit down and you just quietly chat, they don't give a fuck anymore.
no. But when they judge you between entering the pub and getting to the bar.
Yeah.
Can I summon 2 giant eagles to fly us to the top of the tower?
Yeah, do that. Let's do it.
I think if we go for the potion seller, get some.
Let's do something far out. Dude.
I'm thinking about. I mean, the exit's going to be pretty far out. I think we want to save some stuff for getting out, or the actual. I don't know if this is going to go terribly smoothly.
I assume we just do our classic yeet ourselves out the window and hope that someone has enough spell slots for feather falling.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
What the hell happened there? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, my Discord's messing about.
Giant eagle. Giant eagle. Giant eagle. Giant eagle. Giant eagle. Giant eagle. Giant eagle.
I think Tom has the worst Pokemon.
Sam's gonna come back
Giant
and be
eagle.
like, negotiations seem to
Giant
have,
eagle. Giant eagle.
Well, one thing was right.
Giant,
Negotiations were short.
giant eagle. Giant eagle.
Only a few of them it says the name of.
I have returned. With more chubby French beer.
Giant octopus. Giant octopus. Giant octopus.
Why am I
Giant
used to hearing the voice say giant octopus over and over?
That is a good question that we do not have an answer to.
Oh dear.
Quetzalcoatlus. 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 Quetzalcoatlus.
Form of poison.
I don't know what's happening either, don't worry.
Oh, yeah, Sam. I know it was a little while ago, but I stole I got 2 spell scrolls off of Malxies, and we were gonna say like at a later date we would find out what those are. Out of interest, did I find out what those were on the airship ride over here?
I'm sure you did, but out of game, we never talked about it so much.
Yeah. That's cool.
Bear with me.
What if one of them was like teleport to a specific location to do a
I know,
heist?
right?
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
If
Teleport
was
to War Master.
incredibly-
one of them happened to be sleep or something like that.
That
It was
could be
incredibly
really useful.
delicate and didn't just say, "Did you think about what they were, Sam?" And then Sam, fair play to him, owned up and went, "I'm sure you did, but we never spoke about it, so I haven't done it."
'Cause, yeah. I'm just wondering if any of those would have been, because I remember saying like, and I put the gold aside that I would have like transcribed them on the flight over here, just in case they happen to be handy.
Ooh. One of them is Arcane Eye.
Ooh. Arcane Eye, that's interesting.
Is that the one that lets you spy on a faraway location? Oh, there we go.
Yes.
No, that's Conjure Animals. Thank you, Tom.
That's alright.
I thought he was putting the spell sheet down.
Don't worry, I've got a perfect plan. I can summon 4 apes, and we dress them up in our clothes, and we use them as a distraction.
No
So
good
while-
strategy ever starts with "we summon 4 apes."
And then when they work out that they're apes, not us, the apes run away and they will chase after the apes because they think
What are we
Uh,
wearing? What are we wearing?
Gorilla
we're
costume.
dressed as apes, and they're dressed as.
Wearing ape suits.
Just 4 apes hanging out.
So we could do the get on the eagles and fly up to the top.
But Sam has seen Lord of the Rings, so I fear he may kill us.
Yeah, I feel like
And Nazgul will sweep out of nowhere and eat us. So
yeah, I feel like that would be something they would see.
like anything that's going to be like a direct attack, they are a military base. That is what they are designed to counter. So we've got to go the sneaky route.
Even eagles.
Especially sneaky, especially like battle eagles. Aerial attacks on a base like this is like look at how tall those walls are. Aerial attack has got to be the #1 threat.
Why don't we put a couple of apes on one eagle? See what the response is.
Why did we let Tom take conjure animals? Just out of curiosity.
I think he started with it, didn't he?
Oh, please
No.
tell me no.
No, it's a level 3. I just got it.
It's just
Oh,
a
really?
ranger spell, so he's just permitted it.
Yeah.
Okay. I think our best option is we can either. Okay, I think genuinely, I think maybe a couple of us disguise as servants. And he said it'd be weird for servants to be seen at night, so we disguise as servants in the day, and the only thing we're trying to do is get like disguises, like military disguises, and then we use that when we come back at night.
Good idea.
What about
And we make sure we get a big enough disguise to dress up a gorilla, because that's apparently mandatory.
and then I'll
And actually, that will be required if we want Naxor to be disguised. So
then Donnie will be disguised as an ape.
So if we're gonna have someone sneak in and pretend to be a servant, it's gonna be a rogue, right?
We need to.
I mean, yeah, I would
Yeah.
assume like it's got to be our rogues who take point on that.
That does make sense. We are sneaky. Apart
Yeah.
from my sleight of hand issues.
You won't need to worry about sleight of hand.
Yeah, our dyspraxic sneaky boys.
Well, I vote that Richard goes in. And by Richard, I obviously don't mean Richard. I mean Naxor.
I can do that, probably.
Yeah.
And if all goes wrong, I've got some spells. So,
And split the party. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thunderwave.
Right. Does anybody have any kind of spell that would make him appear like a different person at all?
Yeah.
Shall we do this?
Ed,
Yes.
Disguise self.
the other spell is Feeble Mind.
Oh, okay. Very nice. Thank you.
I'm not entirely sure you can learn either of those spells. I don't think they're in your spell list,
Ah, let me double check that.
but they are both pretty dope spells.
I think Arcane Eye is.
It might be.
Yeah, it is on the wizard spell list.
Feeble Mind is also with the spell list.
Oh, you're a wizard spell. Yeah, they're both wizard spell list. 100%. Yeah.
You thought you were he was a sorcerer then, didn't you?
No, I don't like the bard.
Oh.
I've got.
That's my uncle.
That's my
Yeah, it's because you fight with a sword. That's what's throwing me.
Yeah, I'm just fucking sick for my own good.
Yeah, in that case, you'll be fine. Although, Feeble Mind is an 8th level spell. So
I just realised that.
You can transcribe it into your book, but you can't actually cast it.
Yeah, no, I'll have it ready.
Yeah, but you can cast it once with the scroll.
Yeah, I'm wondering about that. I'm gonna. I'll check it. See if that ever becomes something that might be useful.
I think it's one of those you can transcribe it so you have it indefinitely, and then use the spell scroll to cast it once. You don't have to pick.
Yeah.
Like the scroll doesn't get destroyed by transcribing it, so you can keep it for later and then use up the scroll. The scroll is otherwise useless at that point.
Oh yeah, it's getting transcribed.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt that you did that on the way here because you had time.
Yeah, no, I set aside some gold, but I put aside a couple bit more of like paper and ink for this being 8th level. That's totally cool. Awesome, thank you.
So Meryl is gonna. Okay, sorry, we've been sidetracked mildly. What's the strat, boys? What are we doing?
I'm
I
gonna
don't-
summon.
I don't know anymore.
Go
The plan
to.
is we have sneaky boys go in as servants
Yeah.
during the day and steal military uniforms so that we can use those to sneak in at night.
Okay.
Maybe sneaking, swinging by the potion seller if someone had some gold to
Yeah.
get some sleepy juice.
Yeah, actually, yeah. While they're sneaking in, we can go and get supplies for a nighttime thing. Also, as a caveat to our sneaky boys who are sneaking in, if the opportunity arises to steal what needs to be stolen and kill who needs to be killed, hey, go for it. Like, I ain't gonna stop you.
Am I sneaking in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You are the best at sleight of hand, so I think. I mean, what the fuck is the point of being a party with 2 rogues in if we don't at some point use them?
Yeah.
Crack on.
All right. So Slimia and Naxor head to the barrack fort during the day. The rest of you go shopping out in the streets,
Shopping.
and they head to the barrack fort. I've got some lovely artwork for you, but it is nighttime artwork, so deal with it.
I can't. It hasn't changed for me.
It will do in a second. Just imagine it's daylight. There you go. Sorted.
No.
Lumia and Maxwell. Is it? Have you made any effort to change your appearances before you approached?
I can help you with that if you wanted.
Probably not wearing my armor.
Oh.
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 I use disguise self on Naxor to make him look the same, but just in simple
Can you cast disguise self
porter
on others?
servant.
Yeah, Ed.
Oh shit!
This guy's self.
The name
It
is
is.
what has thrown me more than anything.
That is a very good point. I always forget that about some spells. Never mind. You're gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, so I guess I'd take off my armor and I'd walk with a bit of a hunch because I don't want to be 7 foot tall.
I'll walk on my tippy toes.
Just to balance it out.
All right. You walk up, and as you approach, you come to the front of the barrack fort, and the access is via a long drawbridge, or bridge, with towers at the front end on either side, and a large gate at the back, over which is a very deep chasm that appears to be sort of the entire city is built up on a very tall hill, almost like not a mountain, but a hill. And this appears to be some kind of chasm or very deep hole that they've either man-made. You can't really tell, probably magic-made, but it's deep enough you can't see the bottom. You just see in black. And so it's a pretty secure-looking crossing. And at the front of the bridge, you are greeted by 2 guards with fairly fearsome-looking axes. And they ask you to state your business.
What is our business?
Servants.
We're here on business.
Just say fuck off and let me in.
What is your business?
You were going to be servants.
Yeah. Oh,
We're heading to the business factory.
We're here
just
to do some business.
No, do not delay our business anymore. We have much business to be about.
we're just new cooks for the kitchen. It's
You
fine.
don't look like cooks.
You don't look
Lumiere.
like...
Lumiere opens his jacket to reveal a bloody apron.
I'm the cook. He's a butcher. But we work as a team.
Can I get you one of you to roll?
Promise?
Please?
Huh?
Persuasion.
Persuasion rolls, please.
Yeah, fuck.
Yes, so yes.
Fucking boy.
Fucking damn.
Unfortunately, he already smelt of cinnamon or something.
That's where all my sleight of hand points went.
Maxor literally smells like spices and fresh vegetables.
Fresh bread.
I can't roll persuasion. Someone's gonna have to do it for me.
Here's a
Don't
lovely
worry about
quiche
it.
I made earlier.
Maxwell rolled a nat 20.
Oh, okay.
You got
Cool.
31.
Yeah, promise.
Okay. But we're watching you.
We're watching you. Alright.
You stroll across the bridge. It is a long bridge. And eventually you're after how far is it? A long way. You're counting, but if you were, it would appear to be about 120 feet long.
That's 4 turns of movement.
There's also a very specific number of spells that will be important for.
Yeah, if you listen closer, you can hear Ed scribbling down notes.
Yeah.
And you make it in, and you are swiftly directed by a second guard to the kitchens, which are downstairs. You are shown to a small spiral staircase just inside the courtyard behind the gatehouse, and you go down a step, and you emerge into the kitchens.
Is there anyone down here?
Oh yeah, it's busy.
Is it busy enough that we could lose ourselves and not really be?
There's a lot. There's probably getting on for 50 people in one of the biggest kitchens you've ever seen. They're feeding like hundreds of people a night. So
Have they got any porridge?
they have got porridge.
Can I have a bowl of porridge? I need a bowl of porridge. I'm really hungry.
Whilst Lumiere eats his porridge, I'm going to ask someone where we could take his apron to get cleaned. Because obviously it's very dirty, and this is a very
call.
nice fort.
Oh, fucking big brain here.
Good call, Foster's.
The chef looks at you like slightly frustrating, sort of knows like, why are you bothering me with this, and just says, "Fucking what the woman."
If I were to want to find a washerwoman, where would one be specifically?
In the rear courtyard, near the well.
That does make a lot of sense. Water is useful for washing.
Wow.
So I guess if there's something that looks like it will hold water nearby, I will take that and Salumier to the well where the washerwomen might be.
All right, you grab a very sizable stew pot.
Hopefully not too sizable. I'm not that strong.
You have to put both arms around it. It's quite big. It's not heavy. It's aluminium, but it's big.
Oh, this place fancy.
It's light. And you ask a spit turning boy where the rear courtyard is, and he points you to the back of the kitchens. There's a small set of double doors that are sort of stood open, and down a short corridor it comes out into daylight, and there is a small courtyard that looks like it's got storerooms and stuff off of it. In the middle there is a fairly sizable well, and sat to one side of it is a collection of about a dozen robust-looking women who look like they enjoy their stew, who are scrubbing at washing on washboards and chatting, vigorously chatting.
Are they
Where's
washing uniforms?
It even said they were gossiping.
Where's the clean uniform?
They're stacked in a sopping pile next to them.
What's happening? Are they getting carried away by other sturdy women to be dried?
They're younger girls carrying them one at a time because they're quite heavy when they're wet because they're thick material. They're carrying them one at a time, and there's a big it's almost like a breeding net hanging from one of the like blank walls of the courtyard. That's the one. It's like the south facing wall, so it gets the most sun, and they're hanging them on that. And but they have to like climb the net to hang the ones at the top.
And is there a big pile of dirty ones somewhere?
Yeah, there's a huge pile of dirty ones. So the uniforms themselves are they're like a kind of heavy cloth smock almost, or like a tabard. That's kind of the basis of the uniform is a big tabard that goes over the top of the breastplate. So all the guards you've seen have been wearing a helmet and a tabard, and then other than that, that's the defining point of the uniform. They're all wearing other clothes as well, obviously, but that's kind of the big bit. That's the noticeable points are their flat-topped helmets and their tabards.
These washerwomen, do they happen to be washing helmets also?
They are not.
Damn.
Metal ones.
I wouldn't want to wear a flat-topped helmet. It's not very good for deflecting tank shells.
Which is the only thing that Salumia ever cares for.
You need sloped armor if you want to deflect shells.
Trying to figure out how to distract women.
Salumia starts to lift his apron.
Well, I suppose we're pretending we're here to wash that horrendously blood-covered apron.
No, let's just go over to the dirty pile and just get some dirty. Just walk out of them.
I get a deception roll from Naxor and a sleight of hand roll from Salumia.
I can't roll.
Thank God it's that way around.
Someone's going to have to roll for me, sleight of hand.
If you give me access
What is
to the
what is your
sheet.
sleight of hand or? Oh, I can probably do it. I can do it. I'll do it. Sorry, yeah. Sleight of hand. Boom. That's obviously him from Salumia, not Barris.
Yeah.
I do not have a 13 in sleight of hand.
Naxor makes a very. Honestly, it's impressive the amount of effort he makes to look like getting water. And he's slowly filling up the stew pot, like sort of with a bucket at a time. But he's actually putting very little water in the bucket each time, so it's not getting too full.
Mm-hmm.
And Salumia does a good job of looking incredibly bored, waiting, but sort of with a quick look round when people aren't looking, is just dumping tabards into the same pot. So they're getting wet, but they're already dirty. So what's the worst? So within relatively, it doesn't take long at all. Very quickly, you've got 6 tabards in the pot, and it's sort of half full of water. It's quite heavy, but you could probably carry it between you.
Is 6 enough?
There are 6 of you, yes.
There's 6 of us?
Yes, there's 6 of us.
You know,
What?
you literally came to steal uniforms and you didn't check how many you needed.
Yeah, but it's not important, is it?
I mean, it kind of is.
No, you're right. Donnie's coming as an ape anyway.
So the real question is, do we need the helmets, or can we bluff our way through if we meet anyone without helmets?
You haven't yet seen
Can I
a guard.
sleight of hand try and take someone's helmet off their head?
You haven't yet seen anybody not wearing a helmet.
Are they particularly special helmets?
Yeah, are the helmets unique to this regiment?
They are, yeah. They're not particular. There's nothing that special about them per se, but they are fairly unique.
Fucking hell. Why?
We need to find the quartermaster or the armory.
Sam,
need to
Cyrus
find-
would like to speak to the manager of the army.
Or we
He
need
is
to find-
unhappy.
We need to catch someone napping and have their hat away.
Yeah, I'm trying to sort of think of a
Where's-
reason that a chef and a butcher would need to go to the armory.
Where's,
You need to get a
no,
knife sharpened.
Where's no?
Now
no,
we're cooking.
Where's the tea room?
The tea room.
Where's the tea room?
The room where people have tea in, Sam. Tea room.
The people where the room where soldiers go and sit down and have tea. Where's the tea room? Let's go there because then there'll be soldiers in there who are relaxed.
Yeah, that's the kind of helmet we're thinking.
There's got to be tea making facility somewhere here, otherwise it's.
So that's
Otherwise, you'll
terrible-
leave.
That's fucking piss easy to fucking replicate. Why are you worried?
We get what bucket?
We could make those.
Look,
Like what?
show me
Helmet.
to where the tea making facilities are.
You head back to the kitchen with your cauldron of tunics.
No, not. I don't want to go to the kitchen. I want to go to the tea shack.
And next to the kitchens, because where else would you get food and sustenance? Idiot. Is a breakout room where there are a fairly large number of guardsmen in their tabards, and the helmets are all. Some of them are strewn on tables, but a lot of them are hung on hooks near the door.
Right.
I'm
Let's
gonna
get
find
a commotion going.
I was going to find a quiet corner and sit on the stew pot so no one finds out that we've got 6 tabards just in a cauldron.
Yeah.
That might be an interesting idea.
We need to start some sort of commotion.
I have just the
Yeah.
thing.
If only we had Donnie outside on a eagle.
In a gorilla suit.
Gorilla suit. with a gorilla dressed up as Donnie. They won't suspect a thing.
I am going to use Mage Hand to just push something over, make a lot of noise.
Oh yeah. We need to set off some sort of alarm so everyone scrambles for their helmets and tries to rush out.
All right, you.
Can I
So you-
summon something?
You're not present, so no.
Is there a fire alarm we can push?
No, there is most of the helmets are on a. It's like a bench with a coat hook style arrangement on top of it, but it's not fixed. So you could use Mage Hand to push it over, but getting on for 50 odd
Is-
helmets on it.
Is anyone paying attention to anything in particular, or is everyone kind of just chatting and?
It's essentially the best analogy I can give you is probably it's like a work canteen.
Right, I'm going to literally, as Richard's going to make something fall over, I'm just going to nonchalantly walk up, put a helmet on, and then just walk to the other side of the room. Put it down, then I'm going to go back to a different place, nonchalantly walk up, put a helmet on, and I'm just going to keep doing that until we have 6 helmets.
You roll deception to pull off just hoarding helmets casually.
I can roll you sleight of hand instead.
No, roll me deception.
I can't. Deception's fucking charisma based. What the fuck? This isn't what I'm trying to do. I'm not talking to anyone.
It's just kind of play it off, I guess. Let me have a look. You're deceiving people, but not verbally. So it's...
So it could be performance if that's better.
Probably, yeah, but again, there's nothing verbal. To be honest, I'll allow you sleight of hand on the basis that this is trying to appear one thing when doing another versus verbally doing anything, because you don't really need charisma to do this, you just need skill. So I will allow you sleight of hand in this instance.
Roll me sleight of hand, Dom.
Can he have advantage because I'm just smacking things around with my Mage Hand?
Yeah, you flip a table.
I mean, it doesn't
That's
matter.
a 32. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's a 19. So
Yeah.
very good.
I can't. I didn't see that.
Yeah, you successfully. So Slumia successfully hoards half a dozen helmets near the door that leads back up to the spiral staircase towards the exit. However, you now have a cauldron full of wet tunics, a stack of helmets near the door, and no obvious way on your persons of transporting these things without being visible.
Well, let's just walk out nonchalantly carrying them and tell them that we're taking them down to the what's the name of the pub?
Which
I
pub?
like this.
Huh?
Oh yeah.
We just tell them that we're taking them down to the pub under orders of someone.
Head chef. Just say head.
Yeah,
Head chef.
head chef. We've got to take these down to the pub because the guys down there have forgotten them, and such is going to go mental when they find out that they haven't got the uniforms with them.
Ramsey has sent us with helmets and stew.
I'm gonna give you one chance to rethink your hostage choices.
All right, let's get them, find somewhere quiet, and lower them out of a window.
I can't expect you just to look for a bag, but that's also good.
All right, let's look for a bag then. Let's look for a cart.
They're not that heavy.
All right, let's look for a bag.
Okay.
Take me to a room where there's bags.
Well, is there a
You are slave dial.
Your old bag.
You're relatively observant between you, and with the reality is, without much thinking, because actually you were there and you saw it. I appreciate you didn't, but you were.
Is there a scullery with like
There
bags
is-
of flour?
There is a
in it?
store. There is a fairly large sort of. It's not even a storeroom necessarily. It's almost like a massive. It's like there's a lot of the whole room is vaulted in the kitchen, with like arch sort of roof, and there is an entire like arc width, like 20 feet wide and then 20 feet deep, like square room like off to one side that's basically a larder of sorts, and it's full of sacks of vegetables, and there are empty sacks.
Wait, I changed my mind. I want to wear all of the tabards and all of the hats in one, and walk out wearing all of them.
The tabards are particularly thick and heavy material with a big silver flame embroidered on the front. It's white material with a big silver flame embroidered on it.
Fine, we'll put them in bags.
All right, you can I get a sleight of hand roll from both of you to quietly lift out a sopping wet uniform and squeeze it out a little bit into the stew pot before you put it in a Hessian sack?
Yes,
There's
you
a 19 for Salumio.
He's really doing fucking bits today, isn't he?
I'm ready
I
to
believe in
fuck this up.
you. It'd be, yeah.
All right. Naxor, you get a funny look from a particularly fat guard sat not that far from you, because he sees you handling a sopping wet uniform and trying to put it in a sack, and you
Understandable.
you kind
Just
of like, you fuck it up and just drop it, and it just slops to the floor with a slap. And he's the only one who notices, but he sort of looks you up and down a bit. He's watching quite closely.
Can I just nonchalantly? There's a lot of nonchalant things going on here. Just say to the guy, like, look at him casually, and just be like, "We're on our way to the what's the name of the big washer ladies?
The washerwomen.
Right, we're on our way to the washer women. Got caught in a storm, something like that. I don't know.
Roll persuasion.
Tom, roll me a persuasion.
Yep. Sorry.
This is Andy's ideal
there we go.
isn't it?
It is, isn't it? Yeah, he doesn't have to do anything. Problem is, I'm not wearing my glasses, so it's genuinely hard to read what the skills are. It's
Dom.
an 11 for your persuasion.
Tom, roll me a Stone Cold's advantage.
Where is that? On your...
It'll be in like the feet section.
Success.
Yay!
Yeah, these guys
There is a Stone Cold's advantage.
These guys are stupid. We're chefs.
It's also like got caught in a storm, massive weather. They would have known about.
Also, we're dry.
they're like, must be very fucking sunny lately. But I guess they must be right.
Yeah.
I was gonna say we fell in a river or something.
We fell into our stew pot, so that's why we're getting the tabas out of the stew pot.
Yeah.
He's not that interested.
Yeah.
He's also quite thick, so you're fine.
Cool.
He's been given an explanation, if poor. However, his tiny brain doesn't really care. So, with some, other than that, with mixed success, you get all your tab. You've got 6 tab. You got 6 tabards and 2 sacks. You got 1 each.
Right, let's get out of here.
You wander out to the door and you casually pick up 3 helmets each and chuck them in the sacks as well.
And then we run as quick as possible,
Or,
causing as much of a scene as we can.
I mean, or we could do what we've done so far and
Like,
be very
running,
nonchalant about it.
zigzagging, running, zigzagging, and yelling, and just knocking over random shit off tables.
Just shouting, "They're coming! They're coming!"
Yeah.
Can I get a final answer as to what you're actually doing?
Just walking out. Don't
Right,
listen to
you wander
Andy.
out,
We're just walking out.
Yeah.
The guard at the end of the bridge sort of just not like in a serious, I'm going to stop you. He's just like, oh, what are you off to then?
Taking the bins out.
Taking this stack of. I don't know.
We're taking these sacks of mouldy potatoes to complain to the grocer or whatever.
Yeah,
Good.
there we go. Well done.
Andy's creativity is not peaked.
Well,
today, is it?
beautiful guys. This has
What?
been-
What?
Your creativity is suffering. You're tired, clearly.
No, I just said potatoes. Then
Ow.
Richard developed it.
Okay. You were the seed. He was the flower.
Yeah, there you go.
Never been called a flower before. I'm
Richard,
not sure how I feel
Richard is the
about it.
flower. Richard is the flower to my seed.
Oh,
Now it feels weird, doesn't it, Richard?
I do not like this.
Edit that out, Ginger.
No.
You will
On Richard's part, which is never a part of the deal. It was never part of the agreement that he recorded these sessions and had to actually put any effort in.
There's a man in a hat. There's a man
I fancy that.
with a cane in a hat. I like this picture.
That is Robert Jordan.
I like this. That
You have successfully made it back to your tavern with 3 very soggy, slightly dirty uniforms, and 6, 3 each, and 6 helmets.
nice.
You have your disguises. However, they are very wet.
sorry.
Merrill, do
You
you?
do provide the rest
do
of
you
the
know
party any explanations
prestidigitation?
why the uniforms are sopping wet.
Do I?
No.
No, I don't, actually.
I'll tell the party that we got caught in a storm.
Doubt, but I know better than to push.
Yeah, I don't actually have anything to heat.
You don't have precipitation.
Nope.
Oh
I have
man,
light.
you are a weird mage.
I can mend it.
That's not really the problem.
Explode it. I can make it chilly.
I guess
Only-
we
Only has some whale oil.
great. We'll just make it oily. Presumably, if we're in a tavern, we need to find somewhere quiet where we can hang them up to dry because we don't want to. We can't just display these.
We can find a room with a private, fireplace.
I
Yeah.
thought, don't we
That's a
have
shout.
rooms here?
Oh yeah, do we have fireplaces in our?
Did
Oh,
Hunter
does Cyrus
sort it
know
out?
prestidigitation?
I mean, no one asked, but yes, I do.
Thank fuck. There we go. There we go.
That's all.
So I'll just cast that over and over, shall I?
Cast precipitation like a good what a bitch.
I've had that. That's been, I think, one of my starting spells, and I've never once needed to use it until now. I think I've had that on every spellcaster as well. I don't think I've ever needed to use it.
I think I recall you making a statement to me previously at some point in the past about the fact that you think it's a really useful cantrip to have.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, arguably, I understand the argument. I guess shame on me for my campaign not making it useful. I don't know.
No. I don't. It doesn't bother. I think that and thaumaturgy are two like really useful cantrips to have, but you know, they're really useful when you fucking need them. You know, that's about it really. Like, if
I think it'd just be more
casting otherwise.
creature comforts for your character as well.
Yeah.
All right, you have your uniforms.
Very good. All right.
Will you be returning? Will you be returning to the fort at night?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you gotta do it.
Giant ape.
Stop saying giant ape.
Is there?
Giant
Is
ape.
there? Can we like study the entrance to the fort and establish if there's a time of day when there's like a big like changing of the guard type arrangement where people come out, people go in?
All right, you head to the fort, and you arrive sort of late afternoon, and after being there for an hour or two, sort of just hanging about in the opposite street and coming and going individually at times and making keeping an eye out for things. You establish that the guards are relatively minimal, but they have a half hourly they're obliged to essentially get up and wander around and have a good look and poke about. So every 30 minutes, the guards who are on duty basically have a bit of investigate. And you haven't seen the guard change while you've been there. Bear in mind you got there about 4-ish.
They never change the guards. They're just statues. They're not real.
The guard move.
And we were just there and they spoke to us. We know that they're real.
Well, I'm out of ideas, guys. Don't know about you.
I was out of ideas months ago.
Yeah, I mean, would it matter a lot if we would we have to wait for the changing of the guards, or can we just walk in we've come from patrolling somewhere else, like outside the grounds?
Yeah, or is the Silver Flame present in other forts, or is it just this fort?
There are regimental forts all over the city. This is the only one for the Silver Flame.
Mm.
So are they elsewhere on the Braxis line as well? Or
Yeah, there are a small contingent elsewhere. They're not a frontline regiment. They're like the Silver Flame regiment is part of the cult of the Silver Flame, and they're kind of very much the religious fanatics and they're kind of the military arm of the church almost. So they're not part of the normal army as such.
So we could theoretically just have been summoned from another barracks to come here.
Also, just turning up early from the shift. You know.
Yeah, but we have to do something believable. No one turns up early.
We're really late.
So the people who are part of the regiment live inside the barracks, the barracks.
Okay.
They wouldn't be turning up early from outside.
What if we're coming back from the pub? There's a tavern outside that they go to? Is the tavern inside?
You all stink of beer, so
We all stink of beer. We can
true.
kind of stagger in and, say we finished our shift and we went to the pub,
so
we're going to bed.
Meryl's disguised himself.
I'm just describing myself as a slightly taller human with my helmet.
Meryl is an average, average human in terms of size and appearance.
An average
Lumiere is still a dwarf.
Yeah, and Barris is a halfling. A 3'2" halfling.
I mean, other humans of those sort, so in terms of humanoid,
I can be a child soldier.
They're not unheard of inside the city. Like there are soldiers who are dwarfs and who are halflings.
Okay,
They're just not very common, and you haven't seen any of them in the Cult of the Silver Flame. But that's not to say there aren't any. You just haven't seen them because they're still quite rare, generally.
Okay. I vote we just go as a group and we play it as we've just been at the pub with a very busy day. We go sleepy bye-bye now.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, you approach.
Those of you who can do disguise self, though, may as well, just for
I can offer you a
Beast.
rage.
Thinking Rabbit Boy mostly.
Yeah, no, I have.
Alright, I've got to be moving Andy for this. I'm assuming, Andy, you're going to want to stick with the rest of the party.
Yeah.
Good lad.
God, I'm way zoomed in at the moment. There we go.
I've missed where?
Oh, left.
Oh, there we are. I got lost.
I'm gonna have a guess and say this bridge is about 120 feet.
You think?
Yeah, without counting.
I think we should, generally most of us just walking in front of Barris, just to kind of like...
Oh, yeah.
It's now too late for giant eagles.
As you get to the window next to the guard,
Oh, I see him.
the guard to your left says, "Halt! Who goes there?"
It's just us. Me and my friends.
We need to ride on a giant eagle.
We just
Hey,
need to get
is
to
it-
bed. We've been to the place with the drinks.
Hmm. Get in. Don't
I
let them leave.
can't see this map at all.
And we'll just
Really?
keep going.
I guess we'll just go in.
I'm not
Andy,
asking questions.
Can someone stream for Andy? No, that's not going to work, is it?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Better than nothing.
Are you going to be able to watch the stream, Andy?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I can't see.
Yeah, alright, I will
In the
stream as I've got control of your
Because
characters.
it's a more intense map, it just doesn't work on the iPad and B.
Okay,
Oh,
I've
you were-
linked our tokens, so we're walking in tandem, and it is mostly for my convenience.
Donnie, keep up.
Oh no, there's another guard.
Get more drunk, Naxor, my boy.
Do I have a hit flask?
Just thinking, do I have any kind of spell that might help with this? No.
I might not even say anything.
Oh. Who goes there? And there is a guard to your left and a guard to your right.
He said something.
It's just
said-
us. The other man let us through because we just need beds. We've been to the place with the drinks and
Can you roll me deception
it's.
to appear drunk?
Lol.
Is that everybody or just...
No, just it. Just Naxor was the one chatting. That'll do it.
Yeah, boy.
Hey.
Finally,
Fucking
charisma's paying off.
Oh, I'm gonna walk us straight into this fire. Yeah, but no, okay.
Alright, without too much hassle.
Yeah, that went concerningly well for a
Someone's not lying
battle map.
when he said
The
that they were
presence of the
lax.
battle map freaked me out.
It could have gone a lot worse.
Yeah. There's still plenty of time. We literally just got in the front door.
Alright, you've made it into the barrack fort. The moon is high.
Now we basically we need to get to the tallest tower, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming it's not nice and conveniently laid out that we just take any stairs up. This might be a bit of a maze.
It's kind of the biggest part of the fort. It kind of all goes up to a certain level, and then once you get beyond that, there's a keep, and then beyond that, it's a tower.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I feel like it would be a pretty straightforward layout, as like it's a
Yeah.
Because the War Master's quarters is gonna be like nice looking, like it'll be nice clear corridors and straight shot.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you'd think that you'd want your military thing to be not a fucking maze, so your soldiers can't get in and out.
Mm-hmm.
You could say that.
I've seen you guys play
They might do the decision where they'll have three entrances as you enter, and the middle one goes down to the basement, the one to the right goes to the walls, and the one to the left goes to the higher up levels, because you don't want to confuse and bamboozle your enemies if they invade.
Yeah, but I mean that's not a maze, really. You know.
It's fine.
No,
We know where the
but
kitchens are. That's useful, right?
Oh shit.
As
If
you
worst
come to
comes
the
to
back
worst,
of the
we've got
courtyard,
giant eagles.
as you come to the back of the courtyard, you are greeted by 3 doors that all look, from the outside, pretty much the same.
And I'm assuming there's not convenient signposts.
There is not.
Had to ask, otherwise we'd feel very silly.
This feels like a good time to have gotten Bigsby out.
Okay.
And I would like him to I want him to take the form of not like a owl, but just like a common pigeon, just something the most innocuous looking thing.
Yeah.
Just to fly through a little bit, just to see which way we want to go to get to where we want to be.
All right. He investigates the 3 doors. They're still open, but they all just sort of lead to the similar looking corridors, and confirms that the middle door is a fairly broad staircase that goes down to a large hall, and then that seems to be like the lower levels. The right-hand side heads off to the kitchens and the guard rooms and various other bits, and dormitories. And the left-hand side heads up to the upper levels.
All right, nice. Up to the left.
You head left. You head down a short corridor and come to a large spiral staircase. Takes you up inside what you assume is a tower. And before long, you come to a big landing that looks like it leads out to, from by the smell, would appear to be some kind of forge and/or foundry.
Ooh, okay.
This is a landing, and the staircase does continue.
Do we just? Yeah, I guess we just continue up.
Okay.
Yeah. We want to go up. So.
All right, you head up another level, and you come across a couple more landings on the way, but eventually, after about 3 or 4 stories, you hit the top of this stairwell, and it goes out to a large corridor, which is like a bit like a cloister. It's got windows sort of on one side of it that overlook the rear courtyard. Those of you who have been here previously recognise the large well.
Yeah, good well.
Runs length, the width of the building, or the keep, and then comes to the corridor goes left and right, and to the right is another corridor that seems to lead to more rooms, and to the left is another spiral staircase that goes up higher, starts on the floor.
Interesting. Let's go higher, I guess.
Yep. Up
Higher and higher.
Bear with me while I find my dice.
Are they in your asshole?
No, they're in the drawer of my shiny new desk.
Okay.
This is when we go up the wrong tower.
You can't hear it, but I am rolling. You are in luck. You come across nobody.
Ah, nice.
Success.
But
Or
it makes
failure on my
sense.
part, depending on how you look at it. You head up the second large spiral staircase, and this one doesn't have any landings. After what feels like quite a long time, it comes out onto what looks like a rooftop, and this appears to be the roof of the keep, which is fairly heavily sort of fortified with various like war engines, ballistas, and stuff around the outside of it. There's a couple of big old trebuchets sat in the middle, and there are guards sort of milling about, smoking pipes. No, they're not at war, but they're present. There's a couple for each war engine. A few of them look your direction, but none of them look that fast. From where you're stood, there's nothing higher coming out the keep that you can see in terms of elevation. You can see the tower, taller tower, and from where it looks like it's located closer to the front of the fort, but it's not joined to the keep at this level.
But you said there were catapults there, right?
Trebuchets.
Trebuchets. Everybody in the trebuchet, please, mate. Got an idea?
Oh no.
No one's up for it. Okay. Squares.
Fallock is up for it, but Barris is in control right now, so no thank you.
I slap Barris.
Toss me!
Alright, I guess we'll turn back round.
Alright, you get a couple of people look at you like, oh, good, but no one's that interested. You head back down and you come back down to the sort of split in the corridor where it goes to the stairwell. The way you just came, which is down to the sort of corridor that overlooks the courtyard, and then the opposite direction to where you're stood currently, which is deeper into the keep.
I suppose we're going to go for whichever one looks like it's going more towards that direction. Where it was.
Yeah, that would be into the keep. So you're kind of at the back of the keep, and the tower was at the front of it, and you've walked across the back of the keep, and left is like the back wall of the keep where the stairwell was, and right from that location is towards the front of the keep again. So that's sort of the deeper into the keep option. So you head deeper into the keep. All right. Fairly long corridor, and it's actually got a big bend on it, which is a bit unusual. You're not familiar with this. I get an insight roll from anybody.
Yes, you may. Insight, you say?
No. I have no insight.
I have all of your insight.
That's a nice
the
range.
same modifier, though.
The same modifier at just the opposite ends of the spectrum.
Virus, in a moment of sheer epiphany, announces to you all that the reason the corridor is curved is defensive. It it avoids providing a straight shot for any projectiles down the corridor.
Nice.
Which runs most of the length of the building. Presents line of sight. So it's a fairly broad corridor, and it runs on a long curve. And eventually, there's a couple of rooms off of it, but they're all quite clearly rooms.
Isn't that also why spiral staircases are spiraled? Because it allows people who are fighting to swing on one direction, but other people can't in the other direction.
They're specifically handed so that if you're coming up and you're right-handed, you can't swing a sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's why we will send Sam first whenever we're sacking a tower.
Yeah.
So then I can swing upstairs successfully.
Are you sure it's not because it's the most efficient way to get stairs up a tower?
No, it'd be no more efficient to have them clockwise and anti-clockwise.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
the reason they're spiraled in the direction. I wasn't clear with my thing.
I think it's counterclockwise they go up, isn't it?
No, they're clockwise to make it good for. Sorry, hang on.
Oh Christ!
They're counterclockwise. They're clockwise to be good for right-handed people going down.
Yes, that's it. Okay, good. Carry on. Sorry.
The defenders who are generally coming down can swing with their right-handed sword, but the attackers coming up, if they try and swing right-handedly, end up hitting the middle of the staircase.
That's why my secret army is all left-handed people.
What? Attack medieval castles that are all ruins?
No, just because.
Yeah, why do you think they're all ruins? Dan's army fucking rinsed them.
Yeah, there's also a lot of spiral staircases in office buildings these days.
Statistically, if you're
You are never visiting my office, Dan.
Am I right? Is there a spiral staircase in your office?
Yes, there is. There's two of them.
There's two of them in my fucking office as well.
I think statistically, you're more likely to be a serial killer if you're left-handed.
That's interesting.
Anyway.
Or is it that you're statistically more likely to be caught if you're a serial killer and you're left-handed?
Like a serial killer.
Maybe it makes your knife wounds more distinctive.
You get caught
and less
left-handed,
people.
not red-handed.
Yeah.
You come to the end of the corridor, and you can see a short little open air bridge that leads to the bottom of the big old tower that you were targeting.
Ah!
The corridor carries on, but that would appear to be where you want to be. There is a guard by the door.
How wide is the bridge? Is it just a little?
It's like a wall top, so it's like 6 feet wide. It's got like crenulations on both sides, and it's just a short little open air bit that leads to the bottom of the tower. And the bottom of the tower's got a door on it that's open, but he's stood next to it with his pole axe.
I guess we got charming people up front. There you go.
Yeah.
Uncharismatic motherfuckers to the back.
I suppose, yeah, try and walk through, I guess.
You collectively make your way across the bridge as you get within a few feet. He's clearly clocked you coming, and in a relatively casual manner, he puts his pole axe across the door and says, "Where do you think you're going?"
Well, we've got to get through, been called forward. I've been called to speak to the commander. Don't know what I've done, but
all of you?
Pardon?
All of you?
Wow.
We're escorting him to make sure he doesn't run. It appears he's in trouble.
Sex?
What can I say? Apparently, I'm either a dangerous man or I'm in a lot of trouble. Either way, I kind of want to get through as quickly as I can.
He frowns, and I will ask you to roll. I'm open to pitches of what you think you should roll. I'm kind of torn. It's going to be charisma based on it.
Deception?
Deception or persuasion, I guess.
Yeah.
People need the same modifier, so I don't mind.
Can I go for persuasion, please?
I'll take persuasion from Richard and deception from Ben.
Wow, the consistency.
Well, guys, we are here to murder, so maybe killing one guard is just what we do.
As these guys are clubbing a little bit, Merrill walks forward, pulls his helmet off. Still looks like a little human, but like looks at him with like the biggest eyes, and like pleads with him. I'm Costjon. I'm Costjon Monster.
Monster?
You okay, Sarah?
It's a It just says creature. It's higher level than person because it just applies to anything.
I guess?
Like charm person is like level 1, 2.
Oh, so this is like the higher level version.
This is just like applies to
because
anything.
it does now
just says
work on monsters.
generically creature.
Right, okay, yeah.
DC 17.
DC 17, yeah.
I have rolled it, and he fails.
Yes.
All right. Okay. He looks like he's in a daze. It's just like hi.
That's very understanding of you. We'll be no trouble. You stay here. You're doing great. And I guess we quickly hustle off.
Yeah, go to open the door and walk through, I guess.
All right, you will hustle through the door and close it behind you. You are greeted by a small room with a staircase in it.
Got the staircase.
Yeah, I mean, you know. No, we're going to stand
in the
here
room?
and debate if it should be clockwise or counterclockwise.
Is there anything else in the room, Sam?
No.
Okay, then yeah, I guess we've got the... Close the door behind us, obviously.
Not how it is.
We weren't born in barns.
You head up the staircase, and for the avoidance of repetition, there are some rooms, there are some landings, there are things going on, but nothing of any significance. After a long time, because it is a tall tower, you make it to the top of the staircase, where there's a fairly large, ornate door. Doesn't appear to be any guards on it, but it is closed.
No. I guess I'll knock on the door.
Is it locked?
Bear in mind, at this point, you've been here. You've been inside the building. You've arrived 4 in the afternoon. It's taken you quite a while to fuck about. It's now like quite late at night.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it's like 11:30.
All right, yeah.
So it's this.
I think we just.
I'm just. Before long, you find the door.
Like to creak their way in there. Oh,
Yeah, I suppose you try and do that. Oh. New map. Where's the door supposed to be? This way, or is it
All right. Yeah, that curved line.
weird curvy door?
It'll make sense
Because it's a tower.
It makes sense when you see the other side of it.
It's a circular chamber inside, isn't it?
It is not.
Oh, okay. Guess try and open the door, maybe.
The door is locked.
Oh, right, it's a battle map. Let me stream through that.
Salumia, Naxor.
I do have thieves' tools. I am yet to successfully pick a lock.
Is Salumia better at lockpicking?
Oh, it's just flat
probably.
charisma.
Is
Isn't it?
Lumia awake?
Andy! No, he's not.
Andy?
Andy, yeah, boy. Oh, you're good, Andy. Not you, because you've fallen asleep. It's 9:45. It's like 2 hours past his bedtime, so.
This is true.
Oh, I guess I'll try
Oh,
and
you
pick.
were acting this character, you know you can.
Ah, yeah, I am Salumia. If I get him killed, I swear to Christ.
Is thieves' tools a dex roll? So I do have 18 in dex now.
I don't think
Yeah.
that means you get a plus 18, but yeah, it's dex, isn't it? Or
Yeah,
sometimes intelligence. I think it's DM discretion.
And it depends, yeah. I think usually when you're picking the lock, it's, just dex.
Yeah, it's dead.
No, I'm pretty sure the phrase is charm or lock. It's charisma.
Okay,
Thank you.
I'll give it a go. I'll try and pick the lock once, and then I'll just step out of the way.
Worst case scenario, I do have the knock spell. However, it's quite loud.
Oh.
I just came very close to moving the map out from underneath it.
Oh, yeah.
Now that makes for a really hard fight encounter.
Oh yeah, 21 is a solid roll. That'll do. You will
Finally.
pile into the room as quietly as possible.
Ooh, yay, shuffle.
Oh.
He's asleep. Stealthy boys, cut his fucking throat.
Okay.
Wait. Stay there.
Oh, okay.
Wait, is Cyrus giving
Oh,
off
that's-
light?
that's
Cyrus
actually
always gives off light, doesn't he?
You
are the worst rogue.
No. I don't give. I've got a symbol that gives off light. I can put it away if I need to. So, like, it would be presumed that I would put it away.
Wait, is Andy back?
Oh, Andy? No.
Yep.
That was one of the dogs in Ed's background, I'm assuming.
No, they're all sleeping.
Oh,
Hello.
hey,
It's
Hello.
Tom. Hey, Tom.
Sorry, I was
Sleeping.
eradicating spiders.
We weren't entirely familiar with your absence.
But while
What?
you're up, could you go wake Andy up?
So, yeah, he's asleep. Meryl casts Detect Magic. Meryl, the only magic you can sense in the room is some kind of enchantment on the fireplace on the
Yeah.
left, and what looks like the armor that's on like a mannequin that's not currently shown on the map. It looks to be enchanted.
Okay.
The ornate looking armor, like a mannequin on the right hand side of the bed.
So we're gonna fight.
I
the
just say,
mannequin.
avoid the mannequin. But I think we're good.
Okay.
I mean, just... Nah. Oh, God, I need to save it. Well, sneaky boys.
I'm
Oh,
going
yeah, okay.
to try and sneak across the room.
Salumia will come with Naxor as well.
Can I get stealth rolls from Slumia and Naxor, please?
Oh!
Hey!
Oh, The rolls today
hell.
have been
Oh,
like it's
Yeah.
been
Now's the
some-
time.
truly terrific.
Not only that, but also like the double 12 from earlier, like the fucking nat 1 and the nat 20 back to back. Like it's been some interesting rolls today.
We may continue. This is a big old room, isn't it?
This is a big long room. I've got a weird outline around
Steal the
Salumia.
key first.
Where's the? I thought the key was on him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess if Salumia gets the key,
Yeah. Okay. So we'll sneak right up to his bed. Can I see the key around his neck, or like, I'm assuming he keeps around his neck.
He's
That's
wearing like a
the...
nightshirt.
He's got like a Scrooge hat.
No.
Oh.
He's a very large, muscular man with a big beard, with a big like grey beard.
Hmm.
Quite a neat,
Big bushy beard.
substantial beard, and like
Yeah.
faux top hair.
Okay.
And he's got something on like a leather thong around his neck, but you can't see what it is. It's hidden by his nightshirt.
Okay. Now, I don't want to overestimate
hand
Salumia's
like-
abilities, but do we think he can nab it?
He's got hands like shovels.
But he's got really good sleight of hand.
No, I mean
Oh.
the guy sleep has hands like shovels.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, I figure Salumia will try and sleight of hand and steal the thing off around his neck, if need be, cutting the leather to get it off.
Naxor is
And
going
I'm
to be
gonna
ready.
I'm
to
gonna
stab him if he
argue.
stares.
I'm gonna argue for advantage because the guy's asleep. I've got to get into the Andy persona.
You're welcome to roll that with advantage.
Oh, smashing!
My question
Yeah.
is
Can
why
you raise the question sooner?
why aren't you just killing him?
So
That
we
is a
don't get,
good question.
so we
Why
don't
would
get
you tell
blood
me
on the
we have-
key.
We have the habit of trying to kill the person before getting the item, and that
And then they
fucked us.
teleport away or something.
Specifically, yeah.
So a 24.
That wasn't what Don was thinking at the time.
No, I was thinking I'm going to do what Ed's telling me because I'm sure he's thought about it more.
Okay. So you want to throw a slide? Okay, you roll 24 for 500.
Sick of,
Yeah.
sick of the back fucking tooth of people or items teleporting out of fights.
And I assume, yeah, Naxor, you're waiting with your, like, just to stab him in the throat if he stirs.
100% yes.
Smashing.
Or if you successfully get the key, I'm going to stab him in the throat.
I mean, both are good. If I get the key, we both stab him.
Right, bear with me.
I really want this to be like a Salumier special where he, like, saves the day, and it's when Andy isn't playing him.
This is how I've generally got my mouse hovered over my attack.
If I click it fast enough, Sam can't stop me.
He does not wait when you get the key.
He doesn't, so I get the key.
I would
Yeah.
like. No.
I vote we do a countdown with our fingers and then we stab him.
100% yeah. Should we go from 12?
How many fingers do you have? Let's
12,
not have this
apparently.
argument over the sleepy guy. Let's just count down and then stab him.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I get on 3. Can I get sneak attacks with advantage from both of you?
I believe
okay.
attacks against incapacitated enemies are automatic crits.
They are. I've lost a character to that before. They are automatic crits.
Just saying.
I had a character get trampled by a horse while he was paralyzed.
Well, if he wasn't paralyzed before, he certainly was after.
It took like 4 or 5 turns, but boy, he died.
We are fucking. We are like the Black Riders in the night, stabbing the fucking hobbits.
This is
But,
gonna
like,
be a pillar.
I swear to God, if
Actually,
this turns out to be a
hang
pillow.
Hang on a fucking second. What did I actually take off around his neck? Was it a key?
It was a fairly elaborate and heavy-looking brass key. Yes.
Okay, good.
Right.
Let's proceed.
Crack on.
All right, you ready, Richard?
Yes.
Let's stab. So this is always a crit, is it?
Yeah.
So that's a fucking dreadful sneak attack.
Long
But
bit, but yeah.
So,
You
I
better
mean-
roll it again.
Okay, I'll just
Probably the easiest way to do it.
Oh, that's more like it.
We total this up then.
Okay, we've got 26.
You don't get the what was it? You won't. You don't get the extra damage on the slashing for your cleaver the second time round, do you? Because it's only the dice, not the modifier.
Oh, yes, you're quite right.
But you get
so-
you get to see that dice level.
5 from one of those.
So hang on, we got 34, 35. So 47 just from our first attacks. And then it goes up to 60, 83 plus
three,
our extra dice.
plus 5, so 83 plus 8, 91.
Yeah, that's what I've got.
Is it safe to say you were going for a killing blow at the time?
I don't think we were trying to non-lethally slit his throat in his sleep.
On the basis you've done 8, you've done nearly half of his entire health. Whilst trying to kill him and he's asleep, I'll allow you coup de grace.
Hooray! Murder!
Honestly, though, if only one of you had done that, I may have gone down that route.
So finally, it's paid off that we have 2 rogues in our party.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of them. Like, I think in my head I was like, I think anything less than about if you had been like floating around like a quarter or a third of his health,
Yeah.
I'd be like, he's got plenty of life left in him, but you've knocked him down to almost half health in a single hit. So I'll allow it.
Yes.
Because the reality is, you could probably stab him again before he could react.
We could go full Breaking Bad prison scene.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're just gonna shank the fucker.
Fucking brutal.
Yeah.
If it looks like they've like done it, Meryl is gonna run to the door and just start barricading it.
Yes, that's sensible.
Just like getting chairs and stuff and like jamming it in there.
Alright, you barricade the doors.
Yeah.
So we've got the key.
Should we check him just to see if he had anything else on him? Like,
Yeah.
fancy
Salumia
ring
will
or
rifle
something?
through his nightshirt.
He was otherwise naked.
Well, Salumia's touching some things, but okay.
There are 3 other doors out of the room.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I will allow you to open them, but I will ask you to choose which one you want to open at any given time.
Which one looks like it's been opened the least?
Ooh.
They are all exactly the same.
What about
Okay.
examining like the hinges? Any kind of giveaways there at all?
I do believe this one here possibly has the most use.
Okay. Can we look at that one last? Because he's probably using that. He probably isn't
Which one was
using
that?
While we're
Yeah,
here,
which one was that? Sam didn't come through.
is it worth examining the armor while we're in this room to see if it's just
Potentially.
magical armor?
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's, I was worried it was like a sentinel or something, but it might just be his personal armor.
It would appear to be his personal armor. It's very.
Alright. In the bag it goes.
It is enchanted plate.
I stuff it in the bag.
Stuff.
All right. Sorry, which door was the most used? I couldn't see it on. Didn't pop up.
The one at the top right.
All right. This one.
The door is open.
Huh?
Oh, waiting on.
Nope.
Hold on.
I'm
Hold your
combining
horses.
Darius and Salumia again.
There's a hole in the world. There you
Oh.
go. There's no more
Oh,
hole in the
I
world.
can now see into here.
Yeah, you should be able to see into there. You shouldn't be able to see past the wall that was next to it out into the outside space.
Oh, I can kind of see this bit here and here, but
It's probably because you could see it a minute ago. It should be grayed out.
oh yeah, okay, yep, you're right.
Is it like
I'm getting
Ooh.
some sense that we should check here for a hidden passage.
What there?
I would like. What is this? Is this like a armory or is this like a little like trophy room?
It appears to be a wardrobe / storage room of sorts.
Right.
You check there. From what you can tell, it just appears to be this cupboard. It's just a fairly substantial cupboard.
I mean, that's a discoloured bit of wool there, isn't it?
We haven't checked out. We know there's something going on with the fireplace that we haven't checked out yet as well.
Hmm.
So we can come back to this if needed.
Is the fireplace enclosed?
No, bigging a look.
Am I able to see what specifically was magical about it? Just like the whole thing, or
No,
there wasn't like a handle that was?
No, it was the fire specifically.
Oh, okay. Is the fire hot?
Yeah.
Not like a weird color or anything.
Roll Arcana. It's an enchantment. The fire never goes out.
Fair enough. Must be chilly here. Should we try another door?
Sam, can I examine for secret passages?
You may.
On this wall here, specifically.
It's gonna just be a map that Sam isn't using, but whatever.
What would you like me to roll?
is an astute assessment.
Is that exactly what that is?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
exactly what that is. You find nothing.
Damn. Does he have any snacks? Maybe some jerky of some sort.
Yeah. Moving around two characters means I get stuck on things.
Should we try looking at the next?
Yeah, now we got to pick left or right, and I've
Then-
always been a fan of the left.
Okay.
That one?
I have absolutely no reason for believing. I think it might be a balcony. I don't know. Let's find out.
Let's go for it.
Top one, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
No, it's full of snakes.
I can make it for the snakes.
Okay, no, Tom, no. It's a bathroom.
It's like a little. Isn't it? Oh, this is a bathroom.
Everybody else feel like Donnie having magic is a terrible decision.
Yes.
Almost
Are we able to
definitely.
investigate for any hidden like triggers or doors or whatever?
Roll investigation.
That would be a great idea for a character which summons animals but is incredibly deaf.
Incredibly deaf.
Yeah,
Why would that be useful?
misunderstands what everyone says
Ah,
and summons animals.
oh, goody.
I
No, you
can't find my keys. You want some bees?
Beryl, you find nothing.
All right. Door number 3.
Yeah, we. What's behind door number 3? If this is the goat, then
Can I
win.
lift this rug and see if there's any kind of trapdoor underneath the rug?
You may.
Is there a trapdoor under the rug?
There is not.
Oh, imagine if there
Ah,
was.
It
that
was a
would be
very
great.
good thought.
That would be great. Yeah.
Oh, can I check this chest though?
Not for loot. Is there a trapdoor under this chest?
Yeah.
Is
Can
it
I
a
first
relic?
check that chest for traps?
It is full of underwear.
Ooh.
Leave that alone.
Can I look under the bed?
So I guess we're going to open this door now.
What's under the bed?
The door is open.
And examine here for secret passages.
You examine there for secret passages. Roll investigation.
Investigation. Oh, that was a nat.
Yeah,
I get no modifier to that, so I'm quite happy with that. That was
You have a good hunt round, and you become very suspicious of the bookcase. Immediately opposite
I've
the
always
door.
been suspicious of bookcases.
Some of the books, upon closer inspection, don't appear to be books. They don't, and like no. Once you're suspicious, you start having a closer look, and you try and pull them, and some of them don't move.
Ooh.
However, one of them, on the top shelf, on the far left, does move, but it does not come off the shelf.
Interesting.
And soon enough, you pull on it, and it moves about to 45 degrees, and then clicks back into place. And the entire bookshelf sinks into the floor.
Oh.
Ooh.
And as it does so, it reveals a blank bit of wall. And beyond the wall,
Bring on the wall.
you find a space.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't think it was
Hey.
going to be actually in the map. That's nice, Sam. Like
That is nice.
Yeah.
All right, everybody into the secret tunnel. I'm gonna have to split up the
Secret tunnel.
Yes, yes.
What? I don't understand that reference, and I'm not sure I want to.
It's from
It's from Avatar. Yeah.
Through the mountain, secret
It's-
tunnel.
That's it. That's the
Wait,
reference.
does this tunnel go any like? Oh right, it is. Okay.
Yeah,
Is it just a dead end?
Mountain.
you have, with great success, located the mysterious magical secret passage. And bear with me.
Okay. This is where Tom, being slightly deaf, summons some bears.
Bears.
No, Tom, stairs, stairs. Tom, please never make this character.
Tom's already working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I ask you all to move with restraint on this next map?
Okay.
Yep.
Don't just hard about.
Well, I'm going to be restrained by Andy anyway, so it's fine.
Oh,
Oh, good
Fuck
lord.
me.
Oh,
what the fuck is going
Whoa,
on here?
what the?
Oh, this is.
Need some
There's some
rendering.
fuckery going on here.
I don't like this. Okay,
Chrissy,
there
wake
we go.
up.
Now it's a bit more. Yes, Chrissy, wake up indeed.
It looks
Okay.
like
Part of the reason,
Dragon.
the room looks a bit strange is because you're on like a balcony, and the area in the middle of the room is lower than you are, and I can create walls that you can only see through one way, which is great. But when you're stood on the other side of the wall because you're on the other side of the room, you can't see through
Yeah.
it,
Right.
Got it.
which is a bit fucky.
God, this is a cool looking map. Just want to put that out there. Like whoever designed this.
Right, if you move off to the far left or the far right, you'll be able to see through those walls that you can't currently see through.
Oh, really?
It needs improvement.
So is that a vault at the end? Is that the vault we're looking for with this key, or is this key for something else?
I mean,
I think the
so.
key's
That
for the
looks
vault
like a
because we haven't used it yet.
vault.
Yeah, we haven't used the key yet. We have a key. There's a locked door. I mean, poor.
there's a nice plot plant here.
Okay, Donnie.
It's a nice boulder.
That's a door.
so you came out the secret passage brought you out of what looked like a blank bit of wall in the corridor just behind the doorway that you appeared at. And
I
just out
suppose.
there is another doorway directly, sort of not far from that. That's a little single door that doesn't appear to get. I'm not sure where it goes, and then back there's a long. The corridor from there runs a long way into the distance behind you. You appear to.
Got
I
it.
suppose the first thing we want to do is check to see if there's any magic or anything that we need to be aware of. So
Yeah, my detect magic lasts for 10 minutes. Does this still apply?
Oh yes.
Yeah, cool.
This is going to be easier to do this verbally.
Oh no.
oh no, there is so much magic.
There's a fuck ton of magic in here.
I do find it somewhat ominous that there's a big dragon tail on the floor of the vault.
Yeah. Oh, I've got dragon armor.
yeah, boy, makes you immune from dragons.
No, I can.
No, they can still kill me.
No, it's called dragon armor because when people go dragon armor, you go dragon these nuts, and then
Oh,
it immediately incites a fight. Also, isn't it really weird the fact that Andy is still asleep right now? Like he's just in this conversation. I wonder if we could like subliminally message him.
we can feed in. Yeah, feed in information that make him have an awful dream.
Yeah. The crane never came down, Andy. It's still up.
Yeah.
It's still up. Andy's going to go in tomorrow, and if we just convince him, and like when he gets to work, that
So, yeah, and like Meryl sort of points out, like this bit in between, what looks to be like a magic, like a dragon, like tail. This bit on the inside of that is is like magical. There's a very small little gap over to the side here that you can maybe tiptoe across if you're really acrobatic, but yeah, we might want to work out a way to get past that.
do we know if it's if you touch it or is it if you pass, like break the?
I
like,
just know it's
plane?
magic. I don't know what it does, unfortunately. And also, the vault door is magic. Probably like just enchantments to make it more defensible.
Maybe using the key. Is the key magical at all? Can you see when you look at the key?
Yeah. I would imagine, is the key magical?
Faintly so, not especially.
Yeah, a little bit magical.
So it's not like it gives you immunity if you're carrying said key.
Mm.
What about somebody put on his armor and see if that gives them immunity from the magic.
I like that.
That's interesting. I mean, if we got a few minutes, I can cast Identify on it to get a bit better idea about it.
I mean, we're now late at night, aren't we? Like the guy was asleep. We're probably well into the
You're now getting on for midnight / just after.
Right,
so I think it would be fair that we'd have the time to do that.
Yeah. All right. I take 10 minutes and I cast Identify on the suit of armor to see if it has any particularly helpful magical properties.
Not as far as you can tell. It's a very ornate, very well made set of plate armor with a very powerful defensive enchantment upon it.
Okay, but nothing like this allows you to walk through the vault. Like
not as far as you can know.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's a +1 set of plate with a it has charges for a usage, which I will allow you to see when I get around to it. But essentially, it allows the user to use shield once per long rest.
Oh, that's cool.
Does anyone want to put it on now?
I don't think any of us really use armor.
Well,
Not heavy armor.
Who's
Heavy
probably
armor.
the closest to the right size as him as well?
Yeah.
I can't wear heavy armor.
Yeah.
Probably Naxor is probably the closest in physical stature.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Naxor or Donnie, probably.
And
Yeah.
rogue, though. So heavy armor, probably not. Also not proficient in heavy armor.
I don't think
You can
anybody
still wear it, yeah. Oh, I think I might be.
Damn.
Because of my fighter levels, but I'm also 3 foot tall.
It's gonna
We
burn.
might have to get this armor customized for.
All right,
Little
we're gonna have to get past. I think the best idea is just to not touch this.
Is it worth taking the time to identify that as well, or is that going to burn spell slots that we don't need?
No, it won't burn spell slots. It'll just take time. Like the Identify. Could I? Yeah, I tell you what. Yeah, could I get down, like closer to it?
Yeah, so there's no obvious way down from where you are. It's a good 15-20 feet difference in height.
Mm-hmm.
However, you with a bit of brief thinking, the door that you saw in the corridor behind you that you came in from leads down a spiral staircase that comes out on a smaller corridor below, then leads you out down here.
Okay. Yep. I would like to just get closer to this and just see if I can investigate these like scales and the ground here to see if there's anything that gives me a better idea of what's going on.
Okay. You have a good old looky see. Roll Arcana. Well, you guys, so you're casting Identify, aren't you?
Yeah, identify as well. Like just to...
Yeah, I mean, if you're casting Identify, that's probably what you need. But
yeah,
it's a trap spell enchantment on the floor tiles, basically.
Yeah.
If we don't tread on the tiles, we fine. Because if we go above them,
yeah. Hypothetically, if we had somebody with very strong rear legs who could leap,
I cannot leap far enough.
can you not? Oh,
It
damn.
looks like
I can fly.
It's not,
No.
So it's not. It doesn't go to the ceiling, but it is fairly tall.
Right. Yeah.
So it extends like a good 5 or 6 feet from the ground. This enchantment.
So yeah, we'd have to try and.
So you're not gonna. Yeah, realistically, you're not gonna be able to like just jump over it. But you could, if you were to if you literally flew, you'd probably be alright. Like it's not because this is a very tall room, as you may have guessed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Giant eagles.
Well, I guess I'm gonna cast fly.
Sorry. Also, when you cast Identify, you established that you've worked out what the trigger is. The effect, as far as you can tell, is some kind of flame.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'm gonna cast fly.
Does it seem like it would alert other people? In
There's
addition.
nothing. There's no like tie-ins for alarm or such, as you can tell.
All right.
It's just be a very basic. If you trigger this, it will do this.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess. I guess if Cyrus is flying, then we just hand the key to him. See if opening the vault deactivates it.
Yeah, I was also gonna. What I was gonna do is take Naxel with me by twin spelling.
Ooh.
Okay.
So
Naxor and Cyrus to the other side of the trap.
yeah, we can both now fly. And I am down to 3 points. And I'm assuming I picked up the key from Merrill as I went by.
Same
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to give the key to Naxor because he's more proficient with locks and things than I am.
I've lockpicked one thing in my life successfully.
That's one more than me. But you've got the key, so I guess we just put the key in the lock and see if it works.
I'm gonna
Naxor thinking back to the one time he lockpicked something in Rogue School. I got a D on that exam.
No, I was more thinking back to the time that I tried to lockpick consistently for about 6 turns.
Yeah.
Failed every time, and then the lady died.
Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah,
I remember that.
I do remember that now. Yeah.
Yeah, people died whilst you did that.
Yeah.
Arguably, people died as causation of that as well, and that
Yeah.
didn't end well for the people involved.
And the knock-on effect as well of us not being able to kill that thing did lead directly to Kren's death.
Yeah.
You motherfucker! It's you.
So I put the key in the lock.
Think on that. I'm gonna pop to the lid.
Nice.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so it's all Naxor's fault. Yeah.
That's fair. And just so that you know, Richard, I have finished planning my campaign, and you will pay for this.
Right,
Or
so
maybe you won't. Who knows?
So I'm gonna need backups, is what I'm hearing. Backups on backups, as it's a personal meat grinder for me.
Depends. We'll see. Oh, hang on. Ella's back. I'll be 1 second.
Oh, this makes me very tense.
Don't. He's only on the loo. Right.
No.
He'll be fine.
And back. So Naxor, you put the key in the lock,
Yeah, that seems like the most logical thing to do.
and you turn it.
Yes.
That's yes. That's how normal people guess they could do. Yeah.
Does the vault door open? Or are we all dead?
It does not.
Fuck.
Cool.
Naxor, take 27 points of lightning damage as you get an electric shock.
Sick.
Okay.
Oh, what the fuck?
Ow. I'm gonna stand back from the door because it's.
Can I get insight roll from Naxor, please?
You dumb.
Right, you got nothing.
Can I get an insight roll as I was there?
Yeah.
Oh!
All right.
That is, by the way,
Cyrus
both insight rolls nat 20s today, by the way.
has a fucking big brain moment and suggests that the vault door would appear to have some kind of failsafe by which you need more than one person to open it. So there's probably some kind of trigger elsewhere that needs to be activated at the same time as the key's turned to avoid that result.
Okay, I'm going to call that out to the other guys to look around for it, and I'm going to hand a greater healing potion to.
Oh, actually, I think
to
I have
Naxor.
one.
Okay.
I can just drink.
Yeah, I'd like to investigate, to look around, to see if I can see something.
I guess I'm going to look around here, see if there's anything around this side, like maybe this glowing thing. Or those just lights.
That's just a light in the moon on
I
the
thought
wall.
so. I just realised there's
Okay.
more of them. Yeah.
Salumia, Barris, and I assume Donnie are staying watch by the door in case. Oh, actually, can we go up and shut the door behind us so people don't know we're in here?
Yeah.
Good idea.
Let's shut the door.
We'll do that.
All right, I'm going to give Lumiere and Barris and Donnie the benefit of the doubt and say that you've spotted that there are doors on the balcony level.
Oh, these are doors. Okay, splendid.
Yes, they are doors.
No. Barris and Salumia have to stay together. otherwise the lights get fucked. We'll check out this door then.
All right, the door is not locked.
Oh, splendid.
You're all able to walk through.
Ah.
Da.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Hang on. We're gonna step out the door very briefly or shout down. I don't know if we can. There's a lever up here. I bet there's a lever on the other one. Donnie, do you want to go around to the other side and see if there's a lever?
Yeah. Is there anything funky with those tiles in there? If video games has taught me anything, funky
Oh yeah,
tiles.
there's like oh hang on, there's a sun and a moon on one side of the on either side of the
Yeah.
lever. And there's moons in front of the vault door.
Oh yeah, we want the moon one.
It's already on moon.
Okay.
What's the other side on?
The end by the vault door is moon. The third in the middle has moons and suns. The third by us has suns.
There's like, I don't know, fucking. There isn't a lever in here.
Donnie, there's nothing of interest in that room as far as you can tell.
There's like bits of rag.
There's a sheet of paper. There's a bookshelf and some like a desk-ish thing on the right with some bits of paper floating about. But...
It also looks like there's a doorway to over here. Oh no, it can't be
yeah,
through.
that's a window.
It's just a bit fucky. Okay.
It's a window so you can see down. You should have one on the other side actually, so you may be able to see down as well. Yeah. So the people inside the rooms can see the door, the vault.
Okay. Okay, so now
Actually, hang on. Bear with me just a second.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we just have to flip the lever other position and then maybe the door's not electrifying.
The thing I'm wondering, though, as well, is on the third by the vault, there are 5 moons. In the third in the middle, there are 3 suns and 2 moons. And then on the third, on the closer end, there are 3 suns.
I don't know what to do with this information, but we
I
have it.
wonder if there's a puzzle somewhere else.
Continue.
Okay. Just one thing to check. This lever that looks like it's pointed at Moon, is it actually pointed at Moon? Because it did, like, the map, yeah.
Yes, it's currently put at the moon.
Cool. What have you got over there, Donny?
There's just fucking bits of paper and
Do you have a lever?
No levers.
Okay, well, I'm going to push this lever. See what happens. I'm going to push it to the
Okay.
sun.
Good luck.
Yeah.
All the best.
Yeah.
Godspeed.
It was worth. It was the journey was worth it with you.
Yeah, Barris
I'm
will
sad
push the lever.
end.
Not Salumia, because if this kills a character, I'm not killing Andy's character.
Oh, I'm gonna go try and open the door again. Key in the lock and turn it, as per.
Yeah, once I've pushed the lever.
You push the lever, you key the lock, you turn it, and the door swings open ever so slightly.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, well,
Open up the vault.
I assumed we were all about to die.
I really thought we were about to die.
Yeah, that's
Well,
yeah.
Let's get in. Let's get in, boys.
All right. Is it safe to say that you all kind of, well, those of you who aren't in there currently, I'm assuming you will travel down to the.
Oh yes, please.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is the fire trap disabled?
Ah.
Yeah, is the fire trap still?
Oh yes.
Oh.
All right. I try and I'm a very small little rabbit man. I try and squeeze through to get to the other side here.
Roll acrobatics.
Oh.
Hey! Fucking hell, you're a wizard. You're not meant to be good at that.
Ping.
Not even
I'm a flip wizard.
Okay, I'm a tiny halfling. How far do you reckon you can throw me, Donny?
Don't you have nimble or something like that as a?
I'm a stout.
I have a strength of. Well, no, what would it come under?
Oh
Could
wait,
it-
yeah, hang on. I do have halfling nimbleness, but it's not going to be helpful here. It's about dodging through.
You want me to toss you?
I'm wondering if that's the best option. Maybe I'll just try dodging through, using my nimbleness and my stout.
If you were to stand like here, you've only got to be you can probably get there without the track activating it.
Okay.
You've only got to go 15 feet to get.
Oh yeah.
So you can land on the gold bit on the far side. You'll be alright.
I'll give myself a running start and then I'll go for it.
You're going to try and jump 15 feet.
Yes, I am, and I will rage.
I can throw you if you want. Or no, actually, can I?
Yeah. What?
Could I do some spells? Could I cast Entangle and make some
Oh,
roots
make
and
some
things?
vines and then we run over the vines.
Run over the vines.
Could I fly over and pick Barris up? Because he's
Oh
only
yeah,
little.
you guys can just fly.
Oh, yeah, that is an option, and that seems a lot better than.
Or I could just summon a giant eagle.
Barris has already declared that he's going to take a running
Yeah,
jump.
Barris is going to take a running jump, and if this goes badly,
The rest of you get flown across. Barris is going for the running jump.
oh god.
Safe to assume you get your 10-foot run up.
Yep. So
So
athletics.
you can long jump a number of feet equal to your strength score.
Well, my strength score is 19.
Jesus.
If you win, Warby Donny, I will beat you to death with your own skull.
No.
He will rip it out of your head and
Yeah.
beat you to death with it.
Yeah, I have a 19 in strength, so like.
Yeah, it's one of those things. You said it, and I was like, I'm pretty sure Dom doesn't know what the jump rules are because I don't either.
There are a set of jump rules that are so hideously complicated that I was personally just hoping you'd just let me roll athletics or something. But I'll take strength
They're
score.
really not. Provided you have a 10-foot run up, you can jump a number of feet equal to your strength score.
Oh, it's probably the height jump rules I'm thinking of.
Although the high jump rules are fucking mental.
Yeah, they're the ones I'm thinking of.
And then it's like if you're standing still, it's only half your strength score. Like, that's it. Other than that, it's fine.
So
So
you
I
could
just
jump
jump
19
it. I could jump 19 feet with a 10-foot run
With a
up.
10-foot run up, he can jump 19 feet. With no run up, he could jump.
You are all in awe
Why
of the
not?
power of my thighs.
That's like almost 6 meters.
And considering how tiny I am, like,
I mean,
That's incredible.
The long jump world record's like
9
8
meters.
8 or 9 meters, so 6 meters for someone who's like a fucking insane barbarian is not that outrageous.
I don't know. If you saw a 3-foot tall dwarf, like
That's the thing. Yeah, he's jumping
get
like
2/3 of the world record, you'd
Yeah.
be genuinely very impressed.
It's like a grasshopper.
right. Let's go
Alright,
into the
let's
vault, boys.
Go into the
Yep.
vault and get eaten by snakes.
Can I use my armor to detect if there's any nearby ice dragons?
I mean,
Yeah.
worth a shot.
This is where Sam goes, "Oh fuck!"
You can use your arm.
Fucking imagine.
What do you mean?
What?
What are you on about?
Me? My armor can detect ice dragons.
What the fuck?
Dragon scale.
Has the ability to detect.
Oh, okay,
ice
yeah.
dragons?
Sorry, I genuinely had a moment of like, what the fuck is he talking about?
I've got dragon scale armor.
You're wearing dragon scale, like medium armor made out of an ice dragon, right? That's
Yeah.
fine. There are no ice dragons nearby. You're all good.
Okay.
All right. Fair warning. I need you to not move around on the next map because it's going to be next session that we do this. So don't talk about.
Got it.
So I'll show you the map. So you will pile into the vault for sensible reasons. You don't close the door behind you.
Thank you.
I'd ask you not to move, as I said.
Fuck is that
That's
thing?
easy.
Oh yeah, this is going to go really well for us.
What the fuck is that?
That's going to be a fucking golem.
That a
Isn't it?
goddamn Gundam?
Oh,
Oh,
Sam's
it's gone.
immediately that we were not
No,
supposed
look,
to see that.
it's the statue.
Oh, don't worry, guys. It's just it's a statue that's standing still and not
It's
going
a
to be a
perfectly
problem at all. I'm
stationary
sure.
statue that isn't doing anything.
It's gonna be so chill.
Yeah.
It's just a statue with a nice little health bar above
Oh,
it.
hang on, I recognise this level from Payday. Alright,
As soon as
let's
I
get
saw that, I was
lockpicking
like-
these.
Yeah, as soon as I saw it, I was like, this is just payday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll